Try Taco Bell's 5, 7, and $9 lunchboxes today.
I have a 134 IQ. I make less money than friends who barely passed high school. Here's what I find.
Hey guys, welcome back. So, sorry for not posting about this sooner, but this is kind of just the time I had. Because I got confused with today and tomorrow, because I was like, okay, well the 28th is on a Sunday. No, it is not. The 28th is today. So, that's what we're going to be working on today. We're going to be doing our March kind of setup, and then the next one is actually going to be our quarterly and April setup. I'm still deciding on whether I'm going to do the quarterly or just make a video on the quarterly and then have the April as a set April one, or just put 2 planner party lives. So I will actually post updates on those ones and decide on what I'm actually going to do for those. But sorry, I have an itchy nose. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we're doing those today. We're gonna be working on content planning. We're gonna be working on meal planning as well. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then my monthly finances. And then we're gonna review and the February memories and all of those. And then we're gonna go ahead and set up our March. So I did already decorate my March. I do have a couple of dates in there already just to make sure I had those set up. And then yeah, so we're just gonna start with that. Perfect. You guys can see me? Okay, and for the people that are on the wide view screen, I am so sorry about the red dot literally like right here. For the people who are watching on their phones, you guys don't have to deal with it, only because I made sure I could kind of do that, but if I did that for the widescreen people, it wouldn't make sense, because it would cut off a lot of the entire image. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to start. If you guys can't hear me, please let me know. I definitely would like to know if you guys can't hear me, because I can't really hear myself. Hold on. It's not even telling me that I'm live, so that's not fun. But please let me know if you guys can't hear me at all. Let me see. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Okay, we'll kind of figure out if you guys can hear me once people kind of pop in. But yeah. Let's use. I wish I had something metal. I do have like a little light here, but it needs to stick onto something metal. No! Dang it. That one's gonna be stuck down there for a minute. I no longer have a light, guys. So, alrighty. So we'll just start off with the February. I got you. You guys shouldn't fall again. At least I'm hoping not. But I can't promise I won't bump into that again. So this box that I pulled out is actually just all of my accessories and stuff for my planners. I already have most. So I'm just looking for puppies. Okay. So see, I have my little March. Pretty. I really like the February one. I think the February one's super pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hole punch for this. And I kind of just eyeball where I'm supposed to punch. See? Perfect. I'm not going to do a flip through my planner this time because that took about like 30 minutes last time. We are going to take a couple of 15-minute breaks throughout. So if you guys need a break, definitely take one as you need one. Now I'm putting my husband and I's photo back in here. I love these pictures of us. Every time we go somewhere, we end up taking some pictures like this. It's so cute. Now I have my March here, so I can put that back in. I think the only thing that I don't like about this is that it doesn't have the satisfying click that it normally does. So, like, yeah. It doesn't have the satisfying click. But, perfect. So next we're gonna go find February. Ooh, there's Buggy. Okay, let's go to our monthlies. So I found February. This is my little February. I will actually do a little flip through of February so you guys can have a quick view of what last month was like. So we have our February title page. And then this is actually a book cover I designed and printed on sticker paper and put it on there so I could, because my theme of the year is basically books, book genres. So February was small town romance, and then you can see that I have like cute little romancy things with a bunch of hearts all over the place. And then I have my vision board, my monthly goals, my regular. Oh yeah, that's my monthly goals. And then this is my actual monthly goals, which we're going to go over in this one as well. And we're going to kind of see what I passed on, what I didn't pass on. And then this is the brainstorm for that. My monthly checklist, my cleaning checklist, my personal health. I kind of lost track after the 18th. And then yeah, we're going to go through my monthly checklist. So for February, we're going to go over the goals and kind of give myself a score on that one. And then we're also going to go through the monthly checklist. So let me go ahead and pull those out. Put this back over here. My red pen, and then I need my black pen. Perfect. I really hope you guys have coffee because, yeah, I just need my Red Bull. Perfect. Okay. So for my first thing, which is my personality, personal identity, it's my personal identity goals, and I think I only ended up getting one thing off of there, which was cleaning up my bedroom because it was a disaster. But I did that before the first one, and then I did that today. I clean my room pretty often, but some people don't know how to keep it clean. And then, yeah, and then I did journal and mood track daily for a couple weeks, but it didn't last, so I don't think I'm going to end up counting that. And then I definitely did not make a dedicated reflection, so I'm going to use my calculator and kind of give myself a little handy-dandy thing over here. So we're going to do, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 5 layers, we're going to do 5 divided by, no, Wait. 1 divided by 8. I always have to mix it up because sometimes I'm like, So it is going to end up being 3.3% or 33%. Jeez. So this is about the halfway mark, right in the middle of this one. So it's going to be about, I'm going to say here. So for my first goal area, I only completed about this much in that goal area. And then I'm going to color that in. And then write the number up top. 33%. Not good. Hopefully I can do better next month and do better from then on. Okay. I did not track my monthly expenses, but I did do my other two, which were pay off at least 2 debts this month, which I think I ended up paying off 5. So I have 6 left to go on my end and 2 left on my husband's, so about 8 left. For smaller debts, not our larger debts. But for the second one, I set aside money for my vacation. That one is going to be in April. That one's actually going to be the Planner Expo, so that's going to be so much fun. So I did actually set aside that, but I did not track my monthly expenses, which actually I should be doing today. I'll probably do that later today off of camera, just so it's a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is 2 divided by 3, and we're going to go based on that, and it looks like it's 67%. So like I said before, this is going to be about the halfway mark, and then we have 60, 70, 80, 90. So 50 is about there. I'm going to say probably about here. A little bit more than 50. So it looks like I did a little bit better on my financial health at least. So I was able to pay off some debts, which is something that I've been looking to do this year. That was something really big that I've been trying to focus on. So I can be a little bit more debt free by the end of the year. So let me go ahead and color that one in, and then write 67% up top. And then these percentages do matter just because they are going to, sorry, brain fart. They're going to be a part of my yearly analytics. There you go. Sorry. Okay. For my skill mastery, I did end up sharing my knowledge because I did end up writing a couple of scholarship essays, so I feel like I did actually do that one, which makes me really happy. Engage with others. I've had conversations other than just work or school. Like, I've had in-depth conversations with people. Skill building activities without waiting and for perfect conditions. I did not do that. So my skill that I wanted to build this month was definitely more of social media. Unfortunately, I did not do that. I am going to try and focus on that next month more, just because April is actually going to be my planning month, my prep month, in order to get that quarter together before it's needed. So I'm definitely going to do those. Oh, excuse me. And then I definitely did not practice regular reflections on skill development. Sorry, I'm talking a lot, so give me the hiccups. So I definitely did 2 out of 4. So that's 50%. So I'm going to end up coloring half of that one there. And then we're going to go through and color in. I'm sorry if this drives your OCD kind of crazy. It's just the way where I'm at. But I am going to color it in more later, just because it's going to annoy me if I look at it. So that one's definitely 50% because that one's 2 out of 4. Okay, so now professional development. I do not have high hopes for this one because I know I definitely did not do a lot of these. I definitely did not actually preserve my professional aspirations. I'm gonna say no on that one just because I don't think I did end up preserving my aspirations. Focus on TPP through February and for the drop in March. I definitely did not focus on it as much as I wanted to. I was busy doing a lot of schoolwork, so I was focused more of like on intellectual growth because I was applying for a scholarship at that point. So unfortunately, I did not do a lot of my professional development. Definitely did not get the shop ready. It won't even be ready until I'm hoping April, so I can actually kind of start selling then. And then create the planner party process for business. I did not. And then plug in electronics, and I definitely didn't do that either. So that one's just gonna get a big fat 0%. I did not work on that one at all, and I definitely need to focus on that one more next month. That's definitely something I need to do. Recreational balance. Build confidence with consistent self-care. I unfortunately have not been taking care of myself quite as much as I would have liked to, especially with face care. I have been using a lot of lotion for my face and my hands, or like moisturizer. It is meant for your face. It's not an actual lotion. It's like a skin lotion. It's supposed to actually go on your face. But I definitely did not use my boredom to become healthier. Be more self-absorbed in a self-care way. Yeah, I don't think I did any of recreational balance either. Recreational balance was not one of those this month. You can clearly see which ones I focused on and which ones I really didn't. So for my intellectual growth, actively manage stress around school. I did do that, and it did kind of help, except help coming from others. I've done that as well, especially for my scholarships. I've asked at least 7 or 8 people to read my thing, and I've made sure I've got the criticism that I needed to step up my game and make sure all those. I am not a week ahead on my school assignments, so that one is going to actually get the same number as number 2 because I only did 2 out of 3. So that's going to be another 67%, so it's going to be about the same area. And then I will actually show you what my yearly analytics look like as well in a moment. Just because, yeah, it actually is really nice to view, and you're going to be able to have your entire year's view on there, so it's actually going to be really nice. And then on number 6, 67%. And then actually let me grab that yearly one. Alrighty. So you can see this is my yearly goal analytics. So you see there's area 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 6. And then you can see all of these are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every month it's going to be the same. It's not going to change throughout the year. So literally all I'm going to do is take these numbers and actually place them in here. And on my yearly roadmap, it's actually going to have the same thing. So you guys can see that it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be the same for those. So I believe this is just going to be the total at the end of the year. That's how I'm going to show how many of my goals that I actually completed, what I did, and how I did it, and how that makes me, how I actually completed my year. So I'm going to make sure I write those right now just so I get those done. for the month of January, I did not end up writing anything because I didn't write my goals because I was still using that as a planning month for me. So definitely not on there, but it will be soon, hopefully. Or, well, obviously it's not going to be on there. So I honestly should just write Kit Kat zeros for all of them so I at least have something written in. But I don't think I'm going to do that in this moment. This is that, so let me put this back in my monthly so I don't forget. Now we have my monthly checklist. So it's not really a checklist. I made an error when I made these, so I do have to go back and edit that in my actual making, but it's going to be my monthly recap or monthly review page. What is something I learned this month? I've learned a lot this month, I think. It's just, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I've learned that I'm capable. Ignore my spelling, I can't spell for the life of me. I'm capable of taking control. Okay, so what I learned this month is that I'm capable of taking control of my life. What is my biggest accomplishment for the month? Getting accepted into study abroad program. Why is this running out on me? What surprised me this month? I think for what surprised me this month, I'm just gonna say my writing. And then I'm just gonna be scholarship essay. No. Stupid pen. That's gonna make me sad. No. I need my pen. Yeah. Okay. What do I remember best from this month? Ooh, my gifts to my coworkers. I absolutely loved the gift that I made for my coworkers. I have 2 coworkers. Literally in my store we only have female workers, not on purpose. It's just none of the males actually applied for the job, so it's a little bit hard to hire people that don't apply. So yeah, I have 2 girls working there with me, and it was so pretty. I actually loved it. Who played the biggest role in my life this month? Literally every month it's always my husband. So you're gonna see me write my husband a lot. Okay. What did I start doing this month? I started procrastinating, unfortunately. It doesn't have to be good things, it's just things that you noticed.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan, price lock guarantee, plus equipment
More
included.
often.
Switch today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Awesome.
Show me how you do it.
What did I stop doing this month?
Booking.com has all kinds of stays. Get some love a rustic cabin.
Um,
Others feel differently. Find exactly what you're looking
What
for.
did I stop
Booking.com,
doing this month?
Yeah.
Fry's always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can
I stopped
save
weekly
more with
planning.
digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon this month. Discover more ways to save big. Fry's.
And I don't like that I stopped weekly planning. I like my weekly planning. It keeps me kind of in check. Yeah. What was the best moment I can remember? Best moment I can remember. These are always really hard for me to think about because, like, there's not a ton of good things that happen. Oh! Making my daily plan. Making my 7 daily plan. And I will show you that in just a minute. I am so obsessed with it. It's so pretty. What was the worst moment this month? There was a couple. It's just unfortunate things happen. I'll probably wait to do that one later, just because I don't want to put that on the internet. But what do I wish I had done differently? I wish that that one I just put, I wish that instead of procrastinating I did the work. Just because that's something that's true. I wish I did put in more work, or more attention to what I was doing instead of just pushing it off. But the next one is actually, what are the main feelings that I felt this month? And I'm just going to this to kind of see what I felt more. And items that I wrote down, it says that I felt more productive. Even though I did procrastinate a lot, I feel like I did get a lot done. A lot more done than I would have. So I'm just going to put productive. Done. What do I want to achieve this upcoming month? I do want to achieve completing all my goals. Okay, so I just put completing all my identified goals. And then, yeah. And then, since we are done with the month of February, I am actually going to move it. So I'm going to take this off first, and then move these. And then I'm going to move it to the very back like I did for January, because I do have January sitting back here as well. How are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Getting bored yet? So I am going to take, oh, and I did leave a note here for me, for myself. I am actually going to move these to my collections, actually. Yeah, I'm going to move these to, no, I'm going to move them to where my calendar tab is, because right before the yearly I actually do have my 2025 reflection, so I'm actually going to set these here, so when I do my 2026 reflection I can actually review all of the pages that I used. So I have my January 2026, I have my February, and then I'm going to fill that in later. And yeah, I have my planner party live over here. Let's see. No, I hate when that happens. Like, have you guys ever had that happen where there's like, I don't know, there's ink on my pen tip and it's annoying because it's been doing that a lot. Okay. Completed. And submitted. Scholarship application. And then I did that actually the 26th. And then, what else did I do? Normally I don't have a lot on here. I don't typically have a lot on here just because I don't have a lot of things, and I do need to start writing down my accomplishments more often just so I actually have something. But I think I'm going to end up making like an accomplishment cake page. And have you guys seen those videos of like the accomplishment cakes where people buy a cake and they put little sticks? It's kind of like a hear me out cake. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. How do I get this clean? What is going on? I'm gonna have to change this pen. Because I don't know what keeps bleeding. Like, it's leaking. This is getting kind of dumb. And I love my pens, don't get me wrong. This one's just bleeding way too much. Okay. I'm gonna close this little box because I think we're done with it. Let me put all this stuff away, actually. Alright. Now we're gonna go in here. That way. And then now we're going into March, and I'm just going to pull out all of the March pages. So the theme for March, since my yearly theme is book genres, it is going to be adventure. So you can see here that I actually designed an adventure book page, and there's like a little bit of smoke down here. So if you guys can see it. Yeah, I like it. It's really cool. I'm actually just going to put back. And then we're just going to focus on this. So I'm going to open up my yearly and kind of go into there. Because I should have my year at a glance. The year at a glance has nothing on there. And then neither does my appointments. And then I do have my birthdays. So I do have birthday trackers on there. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna write the birthdays that are this month. And then I do have a couple of birthday parties to attend too, so that's gonna be fun. So the 4th is my auntie Nora. And then the 15th is my Uncle Rudy. And then the 19th is going to be Veronica. She's my second mom. Okay. And honestly, I'm just going to circle the dates because it makes it a little bit easier to kind of remember. The 4th, the 15th. Dang it, I drew it. And then the 19th. And then I think whenever I figure out when the birthday parties are, I think I'm just going to have like a little cake decoration there. But, yeah. And then we're actually going to go to my yearly checklist page. And it is going to tell me what to put into the monthly to-dos. Okay, so monthly admin, as always. Then complete finance check-in. Plan content and business activity. And then set up spiritual intentions. Assess energy levels and routines. So those are what I have for the beginning of each month, and then I'm going to end up doing the quote and the word of the month. So I go on Pinterest and then I kind of figure out whatever from there. And I typically try to keep it about the same kind of thing with whatever's going on for the month. So, a heart full of adventure and a world to explore. Take the risk or lose the chance. Okay, so I actually think I found the word for the month and the quote for the month at the same time. So I'm going to actually do take the risk or lose the chance. And then I did write that all weird because I'm going to end up doing like what they did in this image. and kind of just emphasize those words. And then we are going to do wanderlust for the word. Wanderlust.
Explore your story.
And then it is a it's gonna go under desire. And that's exactly how I felt this month. So feeling that way and then going into this month is actually going to be amazing. I really enjoy that. It makes me feel nice. And then let me add the birthdays on here. I'm going to use this as like the event. Perfect. Birthday parties to go to. I think my Aunt Renora's is on the 7th, and then my second mom's is on the 21st. But I am going to double check the dates, which are on my phone, so I have to wait to kind of figure that one out. And then I think the vision board will have to wait until after the goals, and then I'm obviously not going to do any tarot readings on this because I don't feel comfortable and I don't want anybody else to feel uncomfortable, so I'm going to leave that alone for right now until I'm ready. And then it's going to be the same thing with the goals. The goals I'm going to kind of leave alone. I'm going to leave alone for right now, just because, yeah. I need my phone to kind of figure that out because I do have like all of my stuff on the computer as well. But I will do like an overview video, and I may do a video kind of doing my goals. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. And then, oh, what? Ain't no way. How'd that even happen? Can we not? It just got... And I'm gonna have to change my pants. Yeah. I hate that stupid blue pen. Why? Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my pants because now it's like, Thankfully, it's not smearing anymore, so I guess I can write perfectly fine. That makes me so sad. And then I like to review my, my brainstorm key, just because I like the reminder. This one's goals, tasks, notes, questions. And then this one I'm probably going to be quiet for. I'm going to be thinking a lot. Like, I'll probably leave this out, actually, so I can just write down whatever. And then this is going to be the same thing. lot of these are going to be kind of like just review pages of what I'm going to end up doing. So I think I am going to have to kind of do more of like a review on those ones. Because, yeah. And then... But I honestly do think I'm going to cut this planner party short today. I think I'm only good for about an hour because I'm tired and I'm hungry. And then next time I will actually plan it out a lot better because I know this time I didn't really plan it out correctly and I didn't think about it and I just lost total track of time. So the next planner party actually should be... You know what, for the next planner party, I'm gonna say Friday the 3rd. I'm gonna end up doing the planner party. Actually, I'm gonna probably do like a poll if someone will like me to see Friday night or Sunday morning. And it would be pretty early Sunday morning because I would have to leave by 11 from the hotel that I'm at. But, yeah. So, I'll kind of do a poll and I'll ask like questions and make sure I have like more engaging content whenever it comes to that. Let me write that down wherever my notepad is. Okay, so I did leave a note for myself, but thank you guys, and